I'll say this, yung nabibigyan ng election is may konting uncertainty. And ayaw ng investors ng uncertainty. Pero once na wala yung uncertainty na yun, once na may nanalo, tapos ito na yung mga platforms na, siguro, what Trump does is, kung siya manalo, it removes the uncertainty kasi alam na ng mga tao ano yung pwedeng gawin ni Trump eh. Si Biden, he's someone na they will still have, I think, have a feel kung how will he react. Pero yung underlying difference also ni Biden, vice president siya ni Obama for 8 years. So, most likely, something na kung ano man yung meron sa principles, platforms ni Obama, I think there will be similarities to it also. Essentially, yun yung essence niya to make it easier for people to analyze it. At least in my opinion, mas napapadali ako ma-analyze yun and mas madali sa akin mag-compare. Kasi for example, yung price-to-earnings ratio na pinag-usapan natin, it's price over EPS. So, yung EPS also, that's net income divided by the number of shares. So, iba-iba yung company, iba-iba yung income nila. Pero because of that, somehow nasa standardize siya na nagkakaroon ng factor or number na pwede mo silang ma-compare also na easier. So,
Sir, you mentioned earlier na in fundamental analysis, so hindi siya nagbabago kaagad. So, how often do you recommend po to re-examine or reanalyze one's company's fundamentals by using financial statements po?
Yung financial statements kasi every quarter nila dinidisclose eh. So, may mga quarter, habang ngayon, we're making this video now, madami na silang dinidisclose na third quarter report. So, at the very least, may reporting every quarter if you want to be passive, or hindi naman passive, pero if you want to just follow yung quarterly disclosures, at least every quarter. Or if mas busy ka, di hintayin mo na lang yung yearly annual report nila, tapos dun ka mag-realign, dun ka mag-reposition ng portfolio mo. Kung based on what you said, predominantly financial statements yung tinitingnan mo. Okay? Kasi may mga ibang factors din na hindi lang financial statements yung impact eh, na for example, PE ratio kasama sa formula price. So yun, hindi siya financial statement dependent. Ganun din dividend yield kasama sa factor nun, price. So hindi rin siya predominantly based on lang sa financial statement.
So, for some people din po, especially those who are still new in the stock market, so reading and analyzing financial statements may sound like a lot of work, as you said po kanina. So, for newbies po, which certain parts of the financial statements then po that you think is the most important? Like, in the income statement po, like...
Sinasuggest ko sa mga tao to look at the ratios kasi kung nagsisimula ka, mas madali siyang ma-digest, mas madali siyang maintindihan at least doon, it's in a way already na may benchmark siya. Kasi pag tinignan mo yung financial statement, even if you look at financial statements of different companies, medyo may iba-iba silang line item dun eh. So it becomes harder to build a comparison, and then kung puro numbers lang, ano tong 8 billion na to? What do I pit it against with? Pero syempre, it would be good to look at, ganun pa rin sasabihin ko eh, yung level of cash nila, level of debt nila, yung income nila, yung assets nila. Tapos you start asking questions. Compare mo, last quarter bumaba yung cash, tanong mo ba't bumaba yung cash nila? May pinaggastusan ba sila? May binili ba sila? So it's the same questions that you will look at pag yung ratios yung tinitingnan mo. So if you have more time, by all means, since aaralin mo na rin yung buong statement, go through everything na. Pero kung gusto mo shortcut, ratios pa rin. Pero kung gusto niyo super short, I mean, if you just really want to take a look at the financial statement, syempre, look at the sales, look at the net income. Kaya nga siya tinawag na people look at the bottom line because it's really the bottom line. It's what's left after kung ano yung pumasok, ano yung lumabas, ano yung binayaran, ano yung taxes also na nakasama doon. So, if you're just asking for one, ako automatic tumitingin ako sa babae. And ganoon din sa kumikilala kang mga negosyante. Normally pag may financial statement na pinapadala yung accountant na una nilang gagawin, flip na stage, titignan muna yung kung ano yung nasa baba. Kasi ako, ganda na yung tinitignan ko, I would look at, magkano kinita natin ngayon. So, yun.
I've learned po kasi in fundamental analysis, so it's not only about the financial statement. So we need also to see the bigger picture. So this is one that most beginners do not understand. But in fundamental analysis, why is it important for investors to become aware of what's happening around us and in the economy? And how can these affect our investments, particularly in the stock market?
Knowing what's happening around you will give you a sense already. Parang magkakaroon ka na ng heads up kung ano yung possible na mangyayari sa income statement. Kasi people need to know that yung, for example, October 2020 ngayon, yung income, ngayon pa lang natin ina-analyze yung income statement ng third quarter ng 2020. So knowing what's happening, let me give you an example. Nung nag-lockdown ng April or March ito sa Pilipinas, hindi pa naman natin alam kung ano yung income statement ng second quarter kasi lalabas yun July, something like that. Pero if you know what's going on, na alam mo na naka-lockdown yung 90% of the economy, you already have a sense that it will be bad. So, mas nauuna kasi yung nangyayari muna sa surroundings before siya mag-reflect sa income statement. Kasi yung income statement, may mga periods yan kung kailan siya lalabas. So, knowing it will also give you somehow an added analysis before the financial statements would come out. Another example, nung sa Pilipinas, nagkaroon ng nag-GCQ ng June. So, people were already thinking na, teka, since mag-GCQ ng June, mas mag-open up yung economy, mas lalabas yung mga tao, mas may kakain siguro sa labas, yung mga dating walang trabaho, magkakaroon na sila ulit ng chance to earn, to have income, then it's actually good for the economy. So, I think yun yung, you see it at the moment, kahit hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung impact niya mismo sa financial statement, dahil alam mo ito yung nangyayari at this very moment in time, you have nagkakaroon ng sense of optimism, and ganun yung stock market pag optimistic yung mga tao, kahit hindi pa nila alam kung ano yung lalabas sa bottom line, it causes them to buy more. Pag pessimistic naman sila, ganun din, it causes them either not to buy or to sell, then bumababa siya kahit hindi pa lumalabas yung financial statement. Ganun din nung April, hindi pa natin alam kung wala pang announcement, wala pang disclosure yung PLDT, yung Globe, or Converge, kung gaano kadaming tao yung either nag-upgrade ng broadband nila or gaano kadaming tao kumuha ng mas bagong broadband plan. Pero alam natin na dahil naka-lockdown, mas madaming tao nasa bahay, people will need internet more. So, I think that's the advantage of knowing what the news is. So, ganun din. Open yung Boracay, that means, sino ba yung mga listed companies na nandun? How does it impact the listed companies? How does it impact also yung airline companies na nangyayari? So, pwede namang hindi mo talaga sundan yung news, pero yung news adds a layer of analysis already before the numbers come out in sa financial statements.
Speaking of big picture, so in this coming US elections, how do you think this would affect the Philippine stock market po?
If investors go out from the States, kasi ayaw nila, majority don't like what will possibly happen, they will have to put it somewhere. And if they start putting it back in emerging markets, then the Philippines will also benefit. Or after the election also, they see that, okay lang, continuous pa naman yung mangyayari dito, wala pa masyadong changes, and then they think na bullish pa rin yung US economy or bullish pa rin yung market, then the money will stay there. Or yung pera na nasa emerging markets, pera na nasa Pilipinas, from that, babalik sa States lalo, then most likely more US markets will still do better, and then may iwan ulit yung Philippine markets. Pero kung yung tinatanong ng mga tao ano yung magiging response niya sa China, kasi I think yung, even before this lockdown, yung biggest issue sa States na yung US at China na trade war, I think both presidents still they will put as much sanctions still sa China. It's just a difference lang kay Trump, mas maingay siya compared to Biden. Pero all things being equal, kasi kung tignan mo na mabuti, yung US markets, madaming technology stocks doon, madaming pharma stocks, lahat ng malalaking brand nandun. So, in this new normal, yun yung kailangan ng tao tech, tsaka pharma. Tapos, in this new normal also, kahit new normal, not so new normal, people will still always go for, as a customer, yung mga large brands. Or since large brands sila, yun yung binabalik-balikan ng mga tao. I'll give you an example. Kahit sa Pilipinas, in the height of the lockdown, nag-announce yung Starbucks na magbubukas sila. Starbucks is a big brand. Nung nagbukas sila, pila, traffic, madami nag-drive-through sa Starbucks. And that's what big brands normally possess, and that's what they normally have. So, I think a lot of the things that are going well sa mga malalaking company, nasa States pa rin sila. Sobrang daming company na sobrang ginagamit natin pang araw-araw, or sila yung nag-change ng way that we do life. Is in the States. I'm not saying na puro sa States lang yun. Madami pa naman magagandang companies also sa labas ng States. Pero madami doon mabibili mo sa States eh. So, I'll say this. Yung nabibigyan ng election is may konting uncertainty. And ayaw ng investors ng uncertainty. Pero once na wala yung uncertainty na yun, once na may nanalo, tapos ito na yung mga platforms na siguro what Trump does is, kung siya manalo, it removes the uncertainty kasi alam na ng mga tao ano yung pwedeng gawin ni Trump eh. Si Biden, he's someone na they will still have, I think, have a feel kung how will he react. Pero yung underlying difference also ni Biden, vice president siya ni Obama for 8 years. So, most likely, something na kung ano man yung meron sa principles, platforms ni Obama, I think there will be similarities to it also. Pero rule of thumb para kung sino man manood nito, kahit panoorin nyo ito ng 2 years from now, 3 years from now, anytime na may uncertainty sa stock market, kaya political yon, presidential election, it will cause people to somehow want to be the sidelines. And just to give you some data, paki-research na lang to guys, but during elections, bumababa yung market sa States, pero right after that, umakyat siya ulit. And nangyari yun for different time frames and different years also. Maraming salamat, Meg Suzuki. By the way, sa lahat ng pinag-usapan namin dito, please research it also. Don't just do anything dahil pinag-usapan namin, okay na to, dividend yield, ito na bibiling ko dahil sinabi sa YouTube. Please do your own research. Kasi importante kasi pera nyo yun eh. Kailangan pahalaga nyo yung pera nyo. Huwag nyo bilhin kasi ginagaya nyo si Meg Suzuki. Huwag nyo gagawin yun. Decide it on your own. Kung nagustuhan nyo yung mga tanong ni Meg, ilagay nyo sa comment section. I like Meg's questions. Pero kung meron kayong natutunan dito sa video na to, also, lagay nyo lang kung ano natutunan nyo. Gusto ko lang din malaman. Tapos kung may mga questions kayo, ganun din, parang si Meg, i-DM nyo ako sa Instagram. And then kung madami questions nyo, interesting din, we'll try to make a video off of that. Ito na lang, Meg, tapusin natin itong video na to with this. Ako naman magtatanong sa isang question lang.
Okay po.
Malapit na magpasko. Madami rin sa mga siguro kababayan na OFWs na tinignan nila yung income nila this year. Baka dahil sa pandemic, hindi ganun kaganda, or kung pareho man yung income nila, medyo uncertain sila sa future nila. Ano yung words of encouragement mo sa other OFWs? Medyo kinakabahan sila sa kanilang financial situation ngayon.
For other OFWs, like also my dad, he is also an OFW po kasi, and he's currently in Qatar. So, he was not able to go home because of this pandemic po. And yun nga po, tawag dito, hindi nga po sigurado kung may job pa ba or may sisweldohin pa ba the next month. So for me, what's really important lang po talaga for now is, I think we should be, thankful lang po na we're still healthy, and I think yung mga kikitain naman po sa susunod, kung if we will be able to, survive this pandemic, we can still earn naman po those income po eh. So what's more important is that we take care of our health now, because naintindihan ko po yung stress na nararanasan ng mga tao ngayon. Yun nga, prayers, kasi hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan talaga to.
If there's one thing na nakuha ko sa sinabi ni Meg is, pangalagaan nyo yung sarili nyo kasi you're your greatest asset. Pero totoo na medyo for some na nakakalungkot, baka natamaan yung income nyo, which is majority din naman talaga ng mga tao sa buong mundo natamaan eh. Pero if you are in good health, you're already better off. Because of that good health, it will allow you also later on or kahit ngayon to earn more and get better. And siguro, if you are okay, katulad ng sabi ni Meg, bukod sa pangalagaan yung health nyo, use this time to learn. Use this time to study. And dahil umabot kayo sa end ng video na to, ibig sabihin talagang interested kayo. Pero yun, keep on learning, keep on studying, and yun naman that's what we want. We just want more and more people to have better lives also. We just want more and more people na kung natamaan man sila ngayong 2020, hopefully at some point they also rebound. Kasi wala rin naman yun sa pagbagsak, na sa pagbangon yun. It doesn't matter kung bumagsak ka 10 beses, basta bumangon ka 11 times. That's what matters the most. And ang dami, kung nanonood kayo sa channel na to, mapapansin nyo, madami sa mga guests na nagsabi lagi na kung nagkamali ka, ano yung natutunan mo dun sa pagkakamali mo na yun. Kasi kung nagkamali ka tapos natuto ka, may chance na baka hindi mo na siya maulit-ulit, or it will even propel you to be even better. So to summarize everything that we talked about, sa fundamental analysis, sobrang important siya, pero it's not the only way to analyze stocks also. Pero what it does is it allows you na hindi ka kakabahan kasi alam mo yung binibili mo, and in the same way, kahit bumaba yung stock, it will give you the confidence that kung everyone is scared, ikaw, pwede ka mag-hold or pwede ka rin mag-cut kung pasok na sa plano mo mag-cut, or in the same way, dahil alam mo yung binibili mo, you can have the confidence to buy when everyone is scared. It can give you the confidence to buy when everyone else is fearful. Pero that only happens when you study. That only happens when you know what you're getting into. And yung confidence ni Meg, hindi ko kayang gayahin yung confidence ni Meg kasi yung confidence niya, yun yung galing sa pag-aaral niya. And hindi ko naman pwede ibase yung bibilin ko dahil sa kanya kasi baka iba yung inaral niya tsaka iba yung kumpiyansa niya dun sa inaral niya. So, baka may binibili siya tapos sinabi niya sa akin, mapapakamot ako, bakit mo binibili yan? Alam niya na yun yung that will be okay. So, that's how fundamentals is. There will be inherent biases. Another example, last na lang before I end. Sabi ni Peter Lynch, and you can research on Peter Lynch to everyone watching this, isa sa mga idol ko, sabi niya, may mga inherent advantages yung mga normal na tao compared to other people na stock analysts. What does he mean by that? For example, isa kang tao na nagde-deliver sa Lazada or Shopee, tapos napansin mo, sa lahat ng delivery ng Lazada and Shopee, sobrang lakas ng delivery ng hotdog. Biglang nakita mo, napansin mo dati, 10 packet lang ng hotdog ni-deliver mo, ngayon 10,000 na. There must be something there. So it gives you an idea kung saan pupunta yung consumption ng tao na hindi alam ng lahat ng tao. So that's what I'm saying. There are certain things sa pang-araw-araw nyo na ginagawa sa trabaho nyo that will be your advantage compared to everyone else na hindi exposed doon sa category na yun or sa area na yun. So isipin nyo na lang, saan ako nagtatrabaho, saan ako exposed, ano yung certain things na nakikita ko na baka maging advantage sa akin sa pag-invest ko na hindi exposed yung madaming tao, kasi that will also give you your conviction to invest. That will also give you your conviction to buy, sell, hold, or avoid the stock. So yun lang. I hope madami kayo natutunan sa back-to-back na video with Meg Suzuki. And I guess that's it. To everyone, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Meg Suzuki from Japan. Thank you for joining us, and see you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.